Hi guys, SwifTs here, and today I'm bringing another episode of my FIFA 17 Millwall career mode. This is season 1 episode 25. It is also a review for Arrow season 5 episode number 7, which was titled Vigilante. Now yes, I realise this was meant to be up 2 days ago. I've been feeling dreadful the last 2 days. Actually I did one video yesterday and I got the games for this, but from this first game and probably the second, but more this first game, you will see I got incredibly pissed off. The only way you can see it is because of the actions I do in the game. If you see me just constantly angrily slide tackle, or just constantly slide tackle anyway, I'm pissed off. But yeah, anyway, I do that throughout this first game. I don't know about the second game, which is an FA Cup game, by the way. Too many games. But I'd got the video and I was too annoyed to even record the commentary yesterday. Something I'll end up getting over when I get further into the YouTube world, if that happens. Depends if I quit. See, I don't know if I will yet. As it stands, I don't feel like doing it yet. Last time I got close to quitting, aka I just wasn't uploading a lot of the time. It's just because I got fed up with uploading for a while. But it comes back eventually. It's like the bloodlust that Thea has, but for YouTube. So, you know, it's been a few months. Not that it was a few months for me, but it's been a while. It's actually upload again. There it starts there. Look, angrily slide tackling, brilliant. But anyway, the team, game news before we get into the review. Top 6 was the same: Millwall, MK Dons, Chesterfield, Charlton, Oxford, and Rochdale. I'm not going to go through the points. We started off at 78 rated and a loss of 520,000. We're currently 1-0 down with a couple of yellow cards already. But we're playing at home versus Rochdale, so it's first v 6th. The team we put out though was no, that was a substitute. We had Donnarumma, Chesmain, Webster, Nilsson, Romeo. I said Nilsson, so it's Nelson, Romeo, Ferrell, Pereu, which is a 17-year-old from the youth academy, Twadek, Thompson, Cowan Hall, and up top we had Sam Baldock. We know the story. Sam Baldock is shit. He's had a few games on the bench, off everything. But we do equalise there. That is Thompson's goal, but no one got the assist. Nothing really happens in this game, but almost 3 minutes into the video, let's start on the review. Like I said, episode 7 of Arrow, Vigilante. We start, well, I say, this is not when we actually start off this time. It's the first point to be made though. The team starts to train with the bamboo sticks. I don't know the actual proper name for them. They said it in the episode, but I didn't quite catch it. Basically, it's like the training what Slade gave to Oliver with the 2 sticks on the island. 9 years, 10 years ago actually. Between 9 and 10 years ago, based on the actual story of things. Let's see, Artemis was going against Curtis, and let me tell you now, Curtis is fucking, they're both just bad. They was only using 1 stick and going at a slow pace. Then you had Dig versus Wild Dog, and they had both sticks and they was going at a faster pace. Obviously if Oliver was doing it, they wouldn't even have had any sticks because he would have battered them all already. Oliver would have used his hands actually. Anyway, Artemis is very unforgiving towards Oliver about when she found out about his serial killing 4 years ago from the list from last episode. So yeah, that's not good at all. Can't have a teammate that's going to be pissed at you all the time. Konstantin Kuva, this is a Russia flashback. Konstantin Kuva has a meal with Oliver to get answers of why he tried to blow up his casino. He also, a maid comes in the room, and that maid is the mother of Tiana. Tiana was the woman throughout the flashbacks of season 4, sorry, like the season 4, when he got back on the island from the mission from Amanda Waller. Yeah, Tiana was the Russian woman. Obviously, Oliver killed her brother Vlad. The mother now worked for Konstantin Kuva. So that's not good at all. Obviously, Tiana told Oliver to kill Konstantin Kuva. Obviously, it was off camera, so we didn't know. But yeah, because she said he's a bad man, but now her mother works for him. Who knows? Also, a bit of news before we get into the episode. there is going to be a heavy episode based on the Russia flashbacks to do with Konstantin Kuva. I saw that news shortly, or I say shortly, I don't know how long ago, a couple of days maybe. But before we get into the review again, the halftime substitution we made was Aidan O'Brien came on for Thompson, our only goal scorer. 2 seconds, I've got an itchy ear, so I have to take my earphone out. Don't know why I even have to have it in, because I can still speak, because it doesn't move the mic. So that's lovely. Anyway, back to the review. Susan tells Oliver to come to a bar just so they can talk him through, buy him a drink, because he apparently very, very needs it, according to Susan. Lance hands in his resignation, I should say, because that's the proper term. He hands in his resignation of the deputy mayor because he's just pissed because he keeps drinking and it's just not right to be there. But he also did that because of the star he found in his house last episode. You know, bank robbers get attacked by a vigilante. Now there's 4 or 5 bank robbers, then a vigilante goes in there, hence the title of the name. Shoots one in the stomach. By the time the team get there, he literally just dies. So yeah, that's a rest in peace. Even though he's a robber, so he fucking deserves it. But anyway, Russia flashback once more. Oliver stabs Konstantin Kuva. Can't really say his name properly, to be honest. No one can, unless you're Russian. So he stabs him in the hand, takes him hostage for a little walk. We'll get into that in the next Russia flashback moment of the review. Anyway, Lance tells Thea he's been blacking out to and shows her the star that he found in the apartment. So the same star, not the exact same, but the same design of the star what Prometheus used. So he starts to fit. He doesn't think it's Prometheus because he says not even his drinking problems can turn him into a psychopath. But who knows? John pinches, nice reading. John punches a random guy in anger because he is missing his son's 2nd birthday party because obviously the fugitive, he can't go and just chill at his own house. So yeah, that's not good. Vigilante attacks the bank robbers again, but Vigilante he finds the arrow. They start having a little talk about it, but because Arrow or Green Arrow doesn't kill anymore, the vigilante says you're not willing. He technically says you're not willing to do what's necessary, so you're against me then, or he says you're either with or against me, and Oliver goes, well, guess we're against you then. So it's Team Arrow versus Vigilante all the time. Still haven't got to the bottom of that yet. There's too many large people in this season, isn't there? We had Tobias Church, we now got Vigilante and Prometheus. Bloody hell. Anyway, Russia flashback where I was mentioning earlier. Oliver kidnaps Kuva after stabbing him in the hand, like I mentioned a few minutes ago. We saw more of his men up. Basically, he holds the gun to Konstantin Kuva's head, and the other 2 guards, the other, and like 4 more guards come out at 2 different angles, so he's fucked. Yeah, not good. Arrow finds. I can't even read my own writing. Eric Dunn, I think that says. He finds Eric Dunn to save him from the vigilante. He uses a net arrow. Literally, he shoots an arrow at the window because he's already been shot. Loads of bullet holes. But he shoots an arrow at the window and it blows up into a net. And it literally stops bullets going through. It's fucking mental. It's quite solid, to be honest. Actually, it's quite nice. Thea takes Lance to rehab so he can stop, or obviously road to recovery. He walked in this time, so it's an improvement. And then we go back to the first point, or one of the first points of the episode. Oliver goes to the bar to meet Susan, who obviously told him to go there. So yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it? Who knows where that's going to lead? Because we've obviously found out that she has a photo of him from Russia 5 years ago when he should have actually been stranded on an island, which he wasn't. Which is going to be soon to be the next flashbacks, by the way. So that's going to be nice. The mic keeps falling down. Yeah, the reason why we're going to go back to the island in the flashback soon is, if you remember it, the pilot episode, he was on the island. He got rescued from the island, which obviously means it will end back there. I think it's either this season near the end or next season is when the flashbacks for season 1 sort of stuff. It should technically be next season. Before we continue with the last 12 points or something like that, just a majestic number. We did draw that first game with Rochdale 1-1. I generally thought we was going to lose it after going 1-0 down, but we did put it back. Farrell did get a red card as well because we just was pissed off. But the second team we're playing is the FA Cup against Sunderland. We're at home again. This is quarter-finals. The team we played though was Donnarumma, Martin Hutchinson, Duidar, Cummings, Butcher, Figuera, Wild, Gregory, Royale and Connor Chaplin. The reason why I didn't play a good first team in the first game is because I wanted the team for this Sunderland game. There was only 3 days left, so I didn't want to risk anyone. Anyway, the last 12 or so points, like I mentioned, where were we? It's not even 12 points, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10 lines and they're not even all different points. No, I've already said that one. Team robs a bank to draw the Vigilante to him, just so shit can happen. He takes Mr. Terrific, aka Curtis, hostage to talk to Green Arrow, but basically what happens is that it all clear out that Curtis and Art and Evelyn, so Artemis and Mr. Terrific was just sitting out in a car or in a van saying they was asked a question to see if it was all clear, and as he said, yeah, nothing to see out here, he pokes his Vigilante pokes his head through the window, knocks Evelyn out and takes Curtis in as a hostage. It was brilliant. Green Arrow versus Vigilante again. Oliver saves Curtis's life basically. It was a good fight. Oliver would have won it. He ties Vigilante with one of them string arrows or very powerful rope arrows to a podium. Saves Curtis getting shot in the head. But he goes to see who's under the mask and then a little flash grenade goes off and he disappears. Bound to happen, still don't know who he is to this day, and there's been 2 more episodes after this. Yes, one was a crossover, but it's not the point. Theo tells Oliver that that Lance has one of the stars and keeps blacking out. Oliver then thinks Prometheus knows who he is. Obviously, we already know he does because Tobias Church told him, but it's a bit obvious. Well, Oliver, he thinks of it because obviously Deputy Mayor Oliver Queen is the mayor, so it's got to be some sort of a coincidence, or they must know who he is. So yeah, Russia again. Kuva literally fucking mentally abuses Oliver anyway. Literally, Oliver stands no chance against Kuva yet anyway. Lila and John, or John Dickel Jr. visit John's temporary base at the Hive headquarters because he couldn't go there, so Wild Dog brought them here, and they tricked him. They tricked the police saying that Lila and all that were going to Hub City while they actually went to see John. Sorry if I sound a bit bored, by the way. I don't know what's going on. I'm just reading from a sheet, so yeah. I try not to be sounding boring again. About the last point I did write down, the last point is Artemis contacts Prometheus. They are working together. We'll see more of that in episode number 9. But Artemis contacts Prometheus and basically she says, don't worry, no one followed me here. It's a bit obvious they're working together. So yeah, Artemis, aka Evelyn's a little bitch. She should not be working with Prometheus. She's doing it because she can't forgive Oliver, like he's a serial killer basically. But then again, why would you go to a serial killer 4 years ago? Obviously, yeah, you're working with a serial killer from 4 years ago who stopped killing recently, that has done minimal killing for the last 4 years unless he had to go to another serial killer who's currently in the reign of killing literal innocent people. At least Oliver wasn't killing the innocent, he was killing the poisonous, so to speak, aka, or poisonous as they was described. Coming up to half time now in the second game, we are currently still at 0-0 Sunderland. I am going to end the commentary real soon, so I'll end up ruining it. But half time substitutions that we make is Aidan O'Brien came on for Greg Wild, we had Griffiths who came on for Lee Gregory, we bring on Onyedinma for David Worrell. So then midfield 3, or the advanced midfield I was going to call them, we bring them off and put another advanced 3 on. But we did swap Griffiths up top for Chaplin, so Chaplin did come down to the Gregory spot and try to assist. But nothing really much happens. I'm going to go watch the Legends of Tomorrow episode. Yes, we are 4 videos behind technically. the 3 Legends of Tomorrow ones, what was meant to go up yesterday, and obviously today's video, which is meant to be the Invasion crossover.
Good play, one-on-one.
The only reason why, obviously I haven't kept up to the schedule. First we had issues with the YouTube on Xbox, then I became a little bit ill, then I got pissed off with FIFA. It's a running of events. We'll get there eventually. I would be able to catch up tomorrow, aka Friday, but the reason I can't is because I've actually got work from 6 AM, so I've got to wake up at 5. I'll probably be working till 2 at the latest. I'm then going to go over to the town centre to pick up a package that I missed today. So I don't know what it will sort of do. It's a shirt, but I don't know what shirt. I don't even remember what it could potentially be, what one it could be. No, I don't know. But anyway, what else am I going to do tomorrow? I'm going to try and get some videos done tomorrow. I'm going to try and get a second one done today. It would be nice to get 3 done today. But if I look at the piece of paper, where they all are, see how many we got left. We've got until the 23rd, and it's currently the 19th. The 23rd is when the last video hopefully will be uploaded, based on these DC shows. Obviously The Walking Dead is meant to be uploaded by then, not all, that season finale or mid-season finale, but that doesn't bother me too much since that comes back 3 weeks late or 2 weeks later, so that can wait. But we had 3, 4, 5, 6 DC ones in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days if you include today. Obviously, I said 6, 7 if you include the episode I'm recording right now. If you include the Walking Dead ones, we've got another 7 on top of that, so that's 14 in the 6 days. So I'll push the Walking Dead ones back just to get these DC ones done. The Walking Dead will be done though before we get new episodes back.
There goes the cross.
But unfortunately, like, I've got days where I can do it. Once the shows start getting into flow again, so on the 24th, Supergirl and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow and Arrow, there's only gonna for that time there's only 4 shows, so there's still 3 other days where I can bring the Walking Dead into it. There's our red card, by the way. Apparently we got another one. I don't even remember getting that.
You just cannot get away with those kind of challenges.
Callum Butcher, red card. I don't remember getting that one, to be honest. I didn't even write it down. Oh, okay. That's the second red card though in 2 games, I guess.
10 minutes left.
It's a shame, I suppose. It's alright, we'll arrested him anyway. But it's not the point. You can tell I'm pissed off. 2 red cards, 2 games, 1 episode. Phenomenal behaviour. The game does end 0-0, that is going to do it for the commentary. So we will go into an FA Cup replay at the Stadium of Light, I believe their stadium's called. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to smash like button. Any suggestions you've got, put them in the comment section down below. Any information you've got on any DC episodes you'd like me to talk about, put that in the comments down below as well, that'd be nice. If you did enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications off so when you know, notifications on so you know when I upload. And thank you for watching, see you later and have a nice day.
Well, he's always going to get a yellow for that, wasn't it? It was a silly challenge and yes, you play advantage, but he's got to be punished for it. It's good play until they got that challenge in. 3 minutes, that's what's going to be played for added time. Time ticking away. The referee will be looking at his watch, but for the moment he's blowing his whistle for the free kick. Referee shows a yellow card. He's having to have eyes everywhere at the moment. It's an indiscipline showing from this team to this point. Yeah, he's had his hands full, hasn't he, the ref, just to keep a lid on this match. There's a lot of ill feeling down there.